Hey everybody, it's your online singing coach back again today with a new reaction and analysis after a little hiatus. It's been crazy times, but it's the first person I wanted to get back to. As soon as I was able to get back to reactions, you know who, it's our boy STELL. STELL, I have a question for you. Will you be my first? Now, before that sounds creepy, let me tell you. I've got new headphones, West Tone Audio Mach 50, in-ear monitors with 5 drivers. So excited to check these out. And STELL, you are the first video that I'm using with my new headphones. Let's go! I'm just really enjoying hearing all these little sounds, like just paying attention to the sounds in these new headphones, the crickets, you know, the sitting on the bed sound. You can hear all the sounds. But I was also noticing the sunflowers. I feel like that's a very STELL symbol right there. Okay, let's keep going.
Napapansin, narito itong kaibigan mo. Di mo nahahalata, lagi kang tinititigan. Ilang taon na ring ika'y kasama sa mga pangarap. Pangarap ko sa habang buhay ay tayong dalawa. Iniiwasan lang na magtapat at baka bigla na lang ika'y mabibigla at bigla kang magbago.
Something's about to happen in the music. I can hear that. This is a great moment to pause real fast and just take this much in. A little bit like my feeling of watching Justin's surreal video. This has like a really beautiful innocence about it. You know, just the little book and the sitting on the playground and the lollipops. It has a sweetness about it and an innocence about it. It feels very wholesome, which, you know, when we look at Room, which was all about chemistry and seduction and innuendo, this one is a very different feeling. Of course, we've got a ballad. We've got a ballad written by Ryan Kayabyab. Or Kayabyab. I can't remember. I knew it would be a fantastic match to have Sir Ryan compose a piece for STELL that allows his voice to soar. In this first section of the song, we haven't gotten too far into the high range, but it's had a really, really nice narrative in terms of the phrasing. There was a slight lift here at the end. I kind of want to go back. This is genuinely the first time I've heard this song. And I wait so I can keep it real with you all. And I want to go back and hear this verse again and let it sink in a little more.
Di mo lang napapansin, narito itong kaibigan mo. Di mo nahahalata, lagi kang tinititigan. Ilang taon na ring ika'y kasama sa mga pangarap. Pangarap ko sa habang buhay ay tayong dalawa. Iniiwasan lang na magtapat at baka bigla na lang ika'y mabibigla at bigla kang magbago.
Yeah. I like the rhythmic shift here. Da, 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 da. You'll notice with STELL's vocal here at the end of this section, the second to last note was nice and full, and the third note was very light and gentle. A full flip into head voice for the last note only. I think that was a cool vocal choice because generally as a phrase goes up, the natural inclination, especially in a lift, especially as you're getting to a chorus, for example, you're going to want to go da 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 da, getting louder each time. But I really like that he went big and then he pulled it back. It created like a little tugging, a little emotional tug there. And that was right before this pause in the music. So it's helping to build the drama by bringing back the volume instead of bringing the volume up.
Tapat at baka bigla na lang ika'y mabibigla at bigla kang magbago. Kay tagal na akong nagtitimping magtapat. Di mo alam na higit pa sa buhay ko ang mahalin ka lang. At kung tanggapin mo lang, ngunit hindi nga masabi ang tunay kong nadarama.
Yeah. Okay, I have heard the chorus. I have heard the chorus a couple times on Instagram on like the shorts and stuff. But yeah, beautiful. I'm glad I got to hear the chorus in the context of the whole song so far. We've got some of STELL's classic STELL-isms here. The way he cries off the ends of the phrases. Da-da-da! That. Y'all, if you are working on singing and you are working on creating expression, if you are just working on your delivery, try this cry release. It really, really adds a level of emotion and intensity. Just listen to it with that da-da-da, da-da-da. No, it still feels like it's lacking something. So, da-da-da, da-da-da. Yeah, that's what it is. It is a STELL thing. And it works so beautifully in his voice, and it's such a powerful expression tool. Now, there, on the other hand, there's some things in this course that are a little surprising to me, some things I generally don't hear from STELL. There was a tiny, tiny hint of like grit. Let's listen for that. Sometimes fatigue will fuel that grit. So it could be that he was just in the studio singing it again and again, and finally a little grit came into his voice, and they're like, hey, let's keep that because it's another expressive sound. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Di mo alam na higit pa sa buhay ko ang mahalin ka lang. At kung tanggapin mo lang, ngunit hindi nga masabi ang tunay kong nadarama.
And right there, just a little hint of it. I love that. I love that little riff at the end. I love how he starts it in that super light, vulnerable falsetto. It's so beautiful. It's so pure. It is like a little angel. I just picture myself like sitting on an airplane and looking out the window and seeing like sunset clouds when I hear him sing like that. As he riffs down, he brings it into a slightly fuller tone. Let's listen to that riff again. Gorgeous. Yes, beautiful.
Ilang taon na ring ika'y kasama sa mga pangarap. Pangarap ko sa habang buhay ay tayong dalawa. magtapat at magkabigla na lang ika'y mabibigla at bigla kang mabago.
Oh, I love it. Is that a sage stick? We've talked about STELL's steel lungs before. This is a perfect example. We're not even in a high range here, but oh my gosh, we've got these fast lyrics here. No breath in between these. Da 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 da, and so on. Let's just hear how long he goes before he actually takes a breath.
Taon na rin ika'y kasama sa mga pangarap. Pangarap ko sa habang buhay ay tayong dalawa. Iniiwasan lang na magtapat at magkabigla na lang ika'y mabibigla at bigla kang mabago.
Woo! I love that phrase there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Unlike verse 2 where he brought it back in again for the last note, this is where he's like, okay, did that already. Let's give you something different here. So here he's going louder, stronger, fuller voice all the way up to that last note there. And that last note hangs. It's just like suspended in air there. Beautiful, beautiful moment. Now, I'm pretty sure this is what he had right here, one of these. I happen to have one of these for myself. Kind of helps with headaches. Smells like peppermint. I don't know if this is the kind he was using. Okay, let's go into this next chorus. Change. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was intense. That was an intense moment there. Yes. So lots of the sunflower motif in this video. That symbolism that carries throughout. Noor Hushmand. Tell me about her. I want to know more about Noor, like how she was selected. Is she a friend of his? Like, was it a casting? She has a very much of a sweetness about her, and I like the way that they interact. So I was just wondering if they already knew each other before this video. They have a very sweet chemistry together. Killer phrase. It's that fast moving phrasing again. It's already high. It gets higher, and he holds the note forever at the end, the final note. This is STELL's steel lungs, all super highlighted here. it a dream or is it real? Real, let's say. Oh, how cute. Oh, it's real. It's a happy ending, right? I hope so. Oh, that was so sweet. Man, sing it still. What was the high note? We gotta find out right now. It's so hard. In this soft, vulnerable, beautiful STELL. I just love how he can sing these notes too. It's not always big, belted, strong. He does that so well, but he also sings softly so beautifully. I really hear some crazy overtones in this one note. Oh my gosh, it's insane. I'll just point it out. I don't know, probably you can't hear it, but I'm hearing it. Right there. It's the third note of that da-da-da. That note, I can hear some overtones happening, some frequency. It's just craziness. I know it has to do with that purity of his sound. It's like a laser. Okay, so let's pick it up from E flat. Woo-wee. I'm pausing on the note, but it's definitely in Tagalog, so I don't know what it says. Yes, now I want to point something out in this phrase here. For all of my fellow berries, remember the amazing performance he did of All by Myself with David Foster. And his voice cut out for a second because it was so soft and emotional. He is at that same threshold right here. Some of these notes, one or two of them, it takes an extra little push for it to come out because it's on the verge of not coming out because it's so soft and so vulnerable. On the edge of tears. On the edge of tears. That's what happens when you're about to cry. Your voice starts to cut out. It's emotion. Right there. So I think this part is saying he did finally confess, or she had the same feelings and they both confessed. I don't know, but it's not a dream. Right? Do you agree? Like it set it up in the beginning, that it made it feel like it was a love lost situation, but there she is at the end. And oh, this was so beautiful. I love this chorus. I love the way it soars. That's what STELL's voice was destined to do, was just soar. So any song that gives STELL's voice that opportunity, I love. The video was so sweet. There was just a pureness to match STELL's beautiful, pure tone. A sweet, innocent, like true love kind of story. And to me, it definitely sounds like a song that was custom created for STELL. And STELL delivered it with all the beauty, the power, and the vulnerability that we can always count on STELL to deliver. I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. If you did, please be sure to hit subscribe. If you haven't seen my other STELL reactions, you can find them right here. Come find me on Instagram. Thanks so much again. We're gonna do all of STELL's EP, don't worry. Thanks so much again, and I'll see you next time.